we're going to bring back in Ernie Patrikis. He's back with us. He was with us the last hour. He spent 30 years at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. He was close personally and professionally with Paul Volcker and others, now a partner at White Case. So, Ernie, along with us, you were listening to this press conference. You heard what Phil just had to say about Ben Bernanke being an effective lobbyist on his own behalf. But as I mentioned, and as we were listening to this, I mean, Senator Dodd seemed to say this agency isn't going to have anything to do with the Fed. It's just going to kind of be at the Fed. Was that your read of the situation?
I'm reading the summary and I say, if you didn't like the Consumer Protection Agency, you won't like the Consumer Protection Agency. I don't understand it. Saying that he's a director in the Fed, if he's totally independent, he doesn't relate to the Fed staff. There's no oversight. I mean, does the Fed have oversight of the director?
Oh, so what's the point of having the thing at the Fed at all?
It doesn't. Well, I think the answer is there's better ways to do it in the Fed. I don't like it being enforcing regulations. What we need is a division of the Fed that has accountability, and that's why they did pick up later here an idea I wrote in an American Banker article last year, and that is the head of supervision at the Fed will now be a vice chair. The head of consumer protection should be a governor.
In other
Just
words,
like there is today, de
involved
facto.
A voting member, in other words?
A voting member of the Fed as a governor who will then see all the issues that the Fed deals with so that individual can put consumer protection in perspective.
Is that perspective what you feel is lacking so far?
Absolutely. And this just has the same agency enforcing regulations on its own with this individual. I don't understand why it's in the Fed. It'll be funded by the Fed. Unless there are provisions that give the Board of Governors itself oversight of the agency. But it seems to say it's the Systemic Council that will have oversight of the agency.